and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. To get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteers offense will have first crack at this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Unloads quickly. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brave. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Vols! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Newton. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here is the Tennessee offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Newton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Meyer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown Volunteers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Finding an escape route. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now next time he catches it, where's that dude? We'll find him. Stay away from him.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. That's it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to...
Just keeps moving. And the returner will be knocked down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive.
And the seam on the back. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Got it in the middle. It's Ware. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Working that left side now. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If if they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football if I'm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Newton. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quickly to the tight end. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Newton. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Vols will line up to punt it away. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Dropping back, it's Newton. He makes the grab, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Throws for the tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you...
There he goes. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Dropping back, it's Newton. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is...
Fires toward the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Boston College. We'll circle back if... Changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Newton. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. Turning it on! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap